A very good afternoon, everyone. Pankaj Sharma from IPM College, Gajega. Today we are going to discuss a very important topic in sales and distribution management in BBA fourth semester. This topic relates with the basic fundamentals of business management and how you can make your organization to be market leader and to ensure a high and profit making sales. As we all know that sales is not only segmentation or only the part of out of lots of business activities which keeps going in your organization. It is also one of the most and essential activity. But as we see that rest of the activities, they are having their own domain. Sales impact every other department in terms of revenue, profits, and there are lots of areas which is directly comes under the purview of sales and distribution. So today, the first chapter we are going to cover, this is about sales department external relationship. As we all know, that sales it's something which happens between customers, seller, buyer, and external bodies. And it is not possible to perform this action in vacuum or in a space where no other second or third party exists. So it is it has become essential for us to understand what kind of relationship the sales department may have with the external parties. There are not only a single party which exists over here, which do not impact or affect sales department and vice versa. So today, the very first thing we are going to discuss, it is a government and other legal bodies. Government and other legal bodies, you can think like government, either it's a state government or a local government or a central level government. They all have their laws, regularities, policies, and their norms, which an organization must obey in order to be in the market or to be in the business. So it is the first and prime most responsibility of the sales department to ensure that it has smoother relationship with the external department, especially the legal bodies of the government. Let's take it this way. If you are into pharmaceutical or you are running a legal organization, your sales or your product only be in the market if they are being through a proper legalized channel. You cannot run your shop, you cannot run or sell your products without the proper government approval. Apart from this, there are certain other legal bodies like pollution control, human rights, quality and controls, which needs to be checked regularly to ensure that there is no known compliance activity which is going on in your organization. Although most of the organization, they have a very strong and effective system to ensure that they are running all activities under norms and guidance of the government department. But still, this is possible in some cases that you may have some irregularities and some have differentiation between these two. So you need to keep a check on it. Second is financial institution and creditor. Without money, no operation can be done. No organization can move or no business can perform. And your business running money or funds which runs your organization, it comes from financial institutions and various creditors. There are multiple creditors and institutions which are working in or providing assistance to your organization. For example, banks and private lenders and third-party investors. So if a sales organization has to be in the real-time contact with these organizations, that would be a long-term benefit and a short-term strategic decision. Financial institutions not only provide money, but it also provide lots of other support and benefits to your organizations. If your organization having a very good term and condition with the financial institutions and the various creditors, not only you get a cheaper loan or loan with the best possible conditions and terms, but you also got a branding, a goodwill, and a faith among your investors. So it is also a role of sales department to ensure that there is a smooth relationship between your organization and financial institutions. Sales department can provide you vital information, can provide vital inputs, and important role can play an important role in managing a relationship with the financial institutions, especially with a direct contact of the organization. Third, consumer right organization and environmentalist. Although today's organizations are very much concerned about the ecology, the green, and things which are related with the global environment, but anyhow, in some cases, it is not possible that you abide all those terms and regulations because up to certain extents there are some limitations which every organization has. So in that condition, there are some of the organizations which keep check that no consumer right should violate. Your organization must not make profits out of harming environment, water, land, air. So it is also a vital role of your sales department to have a direct and a good liaison with such organizations. For example, your products having a consumption or they are consumed by various uh, categories of customers. They might be infant, they may be elders, they may be younger generations. They have impact on their health. They may be impact on their psychological and social status. Or your product which is being being done, but they are not into a right or proper manner. And because of the harmful content your product has, that may cause a serious issue for the say your ecosystem. It may be harmful for the animals, maybe for birds, maybe for your lands. It may pollute your air, and there are lots of things. So, if sales department having a good and a, understandable external relationship with the external parties such as consumer right organization and environmentalists, definitely it will not also improve your service and qualities, but will also help your organization build a faith in customers. You will see or they will observe you as a responsible organization. They will assume that you are very much sincere for your acts. You are pretty much into taking care of your ecology, your earth, and the environment through which we all are taking our breath. So that is another important role of sales department to have a close and careful relationship with the external parties. Then we have the most, the asked one. This is media. As we all know, that media is not, you know, say a very common platform, but it is having a very impact or having a very direct impact on sales organizations. Media in terms of both way. For example, if you pay media to have advertisements and promotions and various marketing activities, and media which is running news and media which is running informations related to business and all, they all are having it's a very close monitoring. So it is important for your organization to have a very detailed and very planned relationship with the media houses. which media house you will will hire for advertisement, which media house you will have or for promotion activities, which media house you will have for the marketing activities. Whereas media houses like news channels and all, and you have to be very careful about your branding and promotions and your product quality, and you should not be in the news for the bad reasons. So that is very important, that you should have a very good external relationship. They allow and they helps you to cover your programs and your events. They will also helps you to create awareness about your product and services. They will also helps to build a positive environment for your organizations. So sales department is another important role to play. It is about media in different sectors. Now we have a industry association. Uh, Likewise, everywhere you will find unions and you will find groups where like-minded people and organizations and different like sports and uh, welfare activities and government organizations, they come together to achieve a common goal and target. In the same way, every industry they have a sort of associations who are sort of say membership through which they put their problems to the right platform. They work together and they have a sort of association to solve their problems. So now it is also a role of a sales department to have a good relationship with the industry association as well. Industry association not only provides you a platform where you can raise your voice, or you can tell people about your concerns and problems which you are facing in your everyday business, and what kind of policy amendments you are you are requesting to government bodies, and what kind of help and reforms you may expect. And to raise your concern and to raise your voice, you need to have a very good bonding and relationship with such organizations and such association. Then another role of sales department comes, and this role is a very vital, and it helps you build up the right ecology and mutual understanding between your and others. Now, uh, like being a very popular and say strong external relationship, sales organization must ensure that there is a good distribution system is also there. That is a second topic we are going to cover, and a very brief overview where we are going to have about this. That what kind of various distributive network system an organization may require to build a line or distribution system which will work with their organization and with their customers. So there is a very common thing. The first thing, that is lot size. We must understand that what size our customer wants. Let's take an example. For example, a shampoo. Customer wants pouches, hardly 3 to 4 ml, 6 ml, 8 ml, 10 ml, a very small quantity. Or consumer wants your product in large quantity. For example, big and durable products like furnitures, car, or what kind of say product they want. So it all matters that before deciding a distribution channel, you must have an exact idea that what is the size of your product or lot of size your customer wants. Another is market decentralization. Market decentralization is a second point, which not only impact your distributed network, but also impact your organization directly. If market is scattered and your customers are decentralized, and market respond but into a different manner, then it is very much important that you have to respond accordingly. You have to decide that how you are going to ensure that your product or goods they reaches to the customer in the right manner. So it is important that you must have a very close and pinpoint view of market situation. Third, and the most the crucial point out of all this, waiting time. Why it is crucial? Because customer wants to have certain products at wish, at will, when and whenever, what time they require, what quantity they want. You know, that is very crucial. So waiting time, if it is, if you consider it from the perspective of customer, you will find it is a very, very important point. And one have to be, especially to be in the market, they have to ensure that there should be least waiting time if you are supplying goods to your consumer. If there are, big and long waiting time, definitely you will not be praised and customer will not value your efforts. Then we have a product variety. What kind of product you are offering? It is a perishable, it's a consumer goods, it's a industry goods, or your product has a luxury item, also very common general item, or your product having lots of attributes your product may have, quantity wise, quality wise, size wise, and the uses. So how many varieties you offer, and what kind of varieties you can provide. So it all matter. So if you have such information at your hand, you can decide at which distribution system will be more useful for your organization or will be beneficial for products to reach. Let's take it this way. You want to sell your bath soap or you want to sell a hair oil, then your product having a multiple variety, then you need a large distributive and a longer distributive chain. You need multiple wholesaler, retailer, distributor, and supply chain, which ensure that product reaches to your final customer. Last is service break. As the name suggests, that if service is not rendered accordingly, your customer won't believe you and he won't have faith in your product and services. So it is very much important that you must not have service break, especially when you are telling and ensuring a smoothness of distributive network. Service network is not only, distributive network is not only a vital part for ensuring a smooth delivery of your product and services, but it is also important to have, a strong and most important tool in ensuring a bigger market share. So to ensure best and effective distributed system, you must have detailed interest and information about the service takers. To ensure this, every organization they studied almost say above mentioned points and ensure that there is no lack and lagging in service and goods delivery system. That is all for today, students. Thank you very much. Hope it will help you to understand the basics of sales and distribution system. Thank you.